Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the NCL Pick'ems. Today we're going over the Week 11 results, Week 12 results, and the playoffs. I know it's been a little while since we've had a video on this, but yeah, this is why, because the Week 12 matches didn't really matter in the whole scheme of things, so I decided to just put them all into one big video. We're also joined today by Ian and Austin, so say hello, guys.
Hello, hello.
Mega Pick'em's hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Mega Pickums.
Lots of interesting um, results and interesting playoff pick'ems to go through. So anyway, we'll jump right into the Week 11 matchups and results. So we had the Green Bay Glissapods versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Adelaide Overheat versus the Ladner Lantern. The Krabby Kadabbies forfeited to the Seattle Staraptors, so that's nothing there, just 3 points for everybody. UNC Wingars versus the Snow Point City Blizzard. Tampa Bay Weasels versus the Wiltshire War Turtles, and the Atlanta Raptors versus the Detroit Terravolts. Winners being the Cleveland Cavaliers, Ladner Lantern, the Staraptors, obviously, Snow Point City Blizzard, Wiltshire War Turtles, and the Detroit Terravolts. So, Ian, why'd you beat me?
I had to do it to you.
You had to get those picking points for everyone, I guess.
It was more of a division thing. I needed to win the division.
Yeah, no, I understand. Um, I don't know. Match of the week probably would go to the Tampa Bay Weasels versus the Wiltshire War Turtles. That I think, though, Magic upsetting Jay, that was a bit of a strange result.
Well, I don't necessarily know if we can call it an upset.
Yeah, I guess like Jay's team is a bit handicapped in that department, so
It was a battle of the bottom of the table, really.
yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately for both of them. So I was a little bit surprised to see Nacho come out on top. Actually,
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
that was
big shocker.
surprising.
I lost my last game, like a little in the comment.
this is week 11, so you didn't lose your last
Oh,
game.
okay. I'm sorry. I haven't lost my last game yet.
Sorry, go on, Jet.
Yeah, all right. So that brings the tallies up for week 11. Phil's still on top. Ben in second, close behind. Jay's making that last push to try and make it into the top few. A pretty uneventful week for most people, really. Most people went even. I'm the only one that went negative. Um, that's your Pick'ems video maker right there. Very good at doing the Pick'ems, obviously. Though some of the people down the bottom making some interesting picks, getting them a couple of positive points, bringing them back up. Though Magic, while potentially still might have a chance of getting up in ranking thanks to the playoff rules, um, probably isn't going to win at all.
Probably. Well, one can dream, right? One can dream.
One can dream. Um, yeah, so not too much has changed here since the weeks before, but yeah, we'll get into the results for the week 12 matchup now, I think, which was
Sounds good to me.
Seattle Raptors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Atlanta Raptors versus the Snow Point City Blizzard, Adelaide Overheat versus the Detroit Terravolts, Wingals win over Krabby Kadabbies because K had forfeited and made it really hard for me to try and get into playoffs. Green Bay Glissapods versus the Tampa Bay Weasels, which was a pretty dang good match, I think. And then the Wiltshire War
It's
Turtles
a
versus the
good
Ladner
mean
Lantern.
match.
Yeah, the meme match.
Most of these were meme matches.
Yes,
Most of them were.
that's true.
Like,
They
yeah,
didn't. They didn't
I'll
matter.
preface all of
Yeah.
these by saying they're me matches.
One of the matches didn't even get played.
Yeah.
Jed versus Magic, or sorry, Jed versus Nacho was serious. Daniel versus Dom was serious. Austin versus Magic was a meme. Me versus Phil was a meme, and Ben versus Matt was a meme.
Yeah, so some nice meme matches to finish off the season. They didn't matter for playoff positioning or anything like that, so yeah, they weren't important. Though my match versus Nacho was
Could have been.
definitely it was definitely important.
Yeah. Technically, it didn't matter in the because of what happened in the other
well,
match, but it could have
yes,
been important had Dom lost.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
since me and Nacho played first, it was important when we played it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers
Yep.
come out on top, cutting me out of making it into playoffs, but getting some sweet, sweet pick'ems points for me. Um, Austin lost to the Snow Point City Blizzard, so giving Magic the only pick'em point
Upset.
in
Big upset.
yeah, big upset. Um, I did come out on top against Nacho, so getting some points for some people there. Everyone just gets a free point for picking Jay because Frost forfeited. Um, and Green Bay Gallipods did come out on top, so only a few people got points there. And same against in the match between Ian and Phil. So some
Yep.
upset
Upset
results.
heavy week.
Yeah, upset heavy week for sure. But I mean, that's what happens when you're memeing out. So not much to be unexpected there, to be honest.
True.
Um, but yes, that does give us our final tally for the final tally for the season for the main season. Though the playoff pick'ems points will be added to these points in the end. Magic getting a perfect week and uh, yeah, so maybe that actually does bring him back into range of hitting that top spot if he
How
gets enough points.
how is he the only person?
Yeah, who knows, right? Like
Everybody else that entire week.
that's it.
He's bet on the upsets the entire season, and the week of upsets just pushed him overboard and gave him only the fourth perfect week of the entire season.
Yeah, there hasn't been very many perfect weeks, has there? There's been quite a lot of 5-1s.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good thing. It means that maybe the teams are a bit more competitive when it's a little bit harder to predict who's going to win.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. So, but yeah, so only people going positive this week were Phil and Magic. So I don't know how Phil managed to predict that as well, but uh, that means that he is solidly on top, and that means that Phil is our regular season Pick'ems winner. So congratulations, Phil. Um,
Easy clap in the comments.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything because you could still lose the Pick'ems winner position depending on the playoffs, but you've won the regular season and you can feel proud about that.
Yeah, all the hard work that's taken up to now, and then the playoffs is all pure luck. So all the skill Phil has exhibited, and then someone else could succeed him with some decent luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Exactly. All right. So we'll go over the playoff pick'ems rules. Did you want to go over this, Ian, seeing as it's your brainchild, really?
Sure, I can. Yeah, I'll do that. So first up, we have a different format than what we did for the regular season. Regular season, we forced everyone to make individual pick'ems for each match every single week. This time, I just made a bracket and sent it out and got people to send us their entire bracket all the way up to the finals. So you had to predict the whole way up, which actually causes a lot of problems in the semifinals and grand finals if you have the wrong if you have the wrong predictions coming out of the quarters. So that's where luck sort of comes into this. Um, so you get 2, 3, and 4 points for correct predictions in each different level, which is different than what we've done in the regular season, which was only a single point. If you get the correct team winning, you get the points granted. It doesn't actually have to be the exact matchup as long as you have the correct winner. And you get 3 bonus points for each correct finalist. So you can get up to 6 points for picking the correct finalists. And then picking the correct finals winner with both of the correct finalists gets you another 5 points. So if you manage to correctly predict both finalists, you get 6. And then if you pick the finalist winner, you get 5, so that's 11. And then you're going to get another 4 for predicting the grand finals properly as well. So you could have potentially 15 points coming off of just that one match, which is a huge swing considering Magic's down at like -8 and Phil's at 22. Magic could definitely catch up for sure.
Yeah, especially since some of his picks are a bit different to everyone else's. So if he
To
doesn't,
nobody's surprise, though,
yes,
really.
to nobody's surprise. So if he does manage to pick it all correctly, it could definitely end him up on top. So
Yep.
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Very true.
Um, yeah, okay. So our playoff quarterfinals bracket is looking like we've got the Wiltshire Wartortles facing off the Atlanta Raptors, the Krabby Kadabbies facing off the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Green Bay Glissapods facing off the Tampa Bay Weasels, and the Atlanta Lantern facing off against the Seattle Raptors. Um, yeah, so that's our matchups. We can go into these a bit more in depth when we do the head to head, but I don't know what do you think is going to be tough about your match, Ian?
What about my match, dude?
Yeah,
Daniel pulls out the craziest stuff when he's in a no pressure situation. Like I really feel like this is no pressure for Daniel. I played him in the first round of playoffs last season, and he brought this wicked Z Sunny Day Gudra set that almost beat me. It was incredibly close. He's gonna surprise me with something for sure. Like there's never gonna be a time where I'm gonna be able to predict everything that he's bringing.
yeah, okay, for sure. Um, All right. Now the next slide. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the Wiltshire Wartortoise versus the Atlanta Raptors as our first matchup. Austin.
Yeah, so last time I beat Phil in week 1, this was forever ago. Um and I beat him 1-0 off the fact that he didn't bring Firefang on his Aerodactyl. He is undoubtedly not going to make that mistake again. Um so Mega Aerodactyl probably just leads off and beats my team. I know for my bracket, I personally put Phil above me. Uh,
You
so
also
like
picked him in week 1.
I did in fact, yes, because his matchup is just retardedly good.
Yep.
Uh,
Mega Aerodactyl is a threat to a lot of your team.
Yeah,
yeah, it actually just runs me over.
it's
Um, I
it's
mean,
worthy
yeah,
to
I mean,
note.
in general though, like Phil's team is just so good. Like he has a really insane team, and I think he can. I think I had him winning the whole thing. Like he's got a really good team, and I think he plays really well.
Neither team has made a transaction to change their team up like since before your first match.
Yeah,
So this is the identical matchup to the week 1 match.
Wow.
yeah,
So I mean, you still got the chance there, Austin. So don't give up.
that's true. But this time he's not going to bring 3 attacks on Aerodactyl. He's bringing.
I mean, I could see a rock polish or
And
stealth rocks
we'll just
or
spam Pepe hands in the comments, and it'll be okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match for sure, and I think this is the one that it really depends on how it goes for if Magic has a chance of winning it all or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the big one. If Magic gets this one wrong, then he has absolutely no chance of moving up at all in playoff pick'ems. I don't think
Yeah, yeah,
so.
that's what I think as well. Our second matchup is the Krabby Kadabbies versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, I don't remember how this match went in.
Yeah, this is 5-0 for Cade.
Okay, so it's
Combine,
yeah,
yeah, Combine Coco, OP.
yeah. It's something that Dom's gonna have to revisit his prep on for sure. Um, I don't know. Like Dom's team is strong. Like is that Mega Charizard, the Jirachi, the Suicune, the Tapu Bulu. Like it's a very good core. The Cresselia as well. Lots of offense and like decent bulk as well. So I feel like he can deal with Cade's team, but I mean it's always going to be tough battling Cade.
We also haven't seen Cade battle in like 5 weeks,
Uh,
6 weeks.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
been a
that's
long
that's
time.
true. Maybe his
This
abilities have
might this
atrophied.
this might have been their last match. Let me check that. Like this actually might have been his last match that he played because of all the FFs.
Yeah, that's
I know for
crazy.
me personally, like this match seems like Dom's team is a lot more stally compared to Cade's team. Like Dom has Suicune, Gligar, and Cresselia as a defensive core, which like
Yep.
they don't really do much offensively. They kind of
Yeah,
just stall and
yeah,
stuff.
very
While
passive.
Cade's team is like hyper offense and is like designed to set up on those picks. So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, and
This was Cade's last match was this
jeez,
matchup.
that's crazy. That's very crazy. Yeah, Cade's
But
team is much more breaky than the Escavaliers, so I think it's going to be tough
oh,
for Dom to deal with.
actually, Dom doesn't even have Crobat on this team,
Oh, really?
and he doesn't have Jirachi either.
Yeah, I don't know where I must have copied this from an older um document, but yeah, he's got
Yeah,
Kartana, right?
Kartana and Rabombi.
And
So I
Rabombi.
think that changes the matchup quite a bit,
That
having
does
those two.
change the matchup a little bit. Yeah, Webbs is going to help for sure.
That gives him a good Vaporeon nuke and a good like it. Cartana actually looks really good against this team. What he can really freely click Leaf Blade on stuff, and then it's really good against Avila, Weavile, and
Yeah,
Vaporeon.
yeah, no,
So
I think that does change up the matchup quite a decent amount. So it's good to know. Dom might have more of a chance than we initially thought.
Go Dom. Big ups to Dom.
Yeah, go
I
Dom.
don't want a rematch. No rematch this season.
Very true. Though I think, yeah, we'll get into that later. But anyway, matchup three: Green Bay Glissopods versus Tampa Bay Buizzles. This match just got played, but it was a meme match, right?
Yeah.
So
Before that though, because that was their second matchup, so this is the third time they've played.
yeah, okay.
okay,
What's this? Friggin'
Let me
you versus
find it.
me, Ian?
That was just that was a byproduct of D&D schedule being
Weird.
interesting with the double elimination sort of thing going.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
happened in their first matchup? Trying to find it. I'm like losing where this matchup went on the schedule page.
I feel like Matt
Uh,
won, but I could be
no,
wrong on that.
it was super close, and Ben pulled it out the first time. I know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
okay.
1-0.
Yeah,
It was a 1-0 the first time for Ben.
yeah. Very close game, very good game. These guys are both fairly evenly matched, and they both got really good teams. So this is probably going to be one of the like. This is probably going to be the quarterfinals game to watch. I think. Um, and
I would agree.
if you win your match, Ian, this one of these guys is who you're going to be playing. So
Yeah, but thank God they have to take one of them has to be taken out if I make it that far.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't have to play one after the other.
Oh God.
Um,
Yeah, both of these guys are amazing battlers, and they've both had incredible seasons as well.
yeah,
So
yeah. They
the
both
fact that
got
one of
really
them
good
has to leave
teams.
so early, the fact that one of them has to leave so early is kind of sad almost because it means the rest of the playoffs is maybe not going to be as competitive, but
Yeah, exactly.
luck of the draw sort of stuff.
That's what happens. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a great match. So check that one out if you're keeping up with them. I don't know if the replays or anything are easily
Well,
available, but
Ben posts his content.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah, Ben posts his content, so check his link in the description if you want to see this match.
YouTube.com/fizzlehizzle.
Something like that, but I don't think
Nice plug.
does he have the
Yeah, I
short
think
link
he's
like
got
that?
custom. I think
That's
he does have custom now.
nice. Awesome. Anyway, and now our last matchup, Lad and Lantern versus the Seattle Raptors. So, Ian, that's you. We've already kind of covered it, but if you've got any more in-depth
All right,
information.
I 6-0'd Daniel in week 2, and he was having a really bad start to the season.
But then he
Okay.
got Volcanion.
Then he got
Yeah.
Volcanion, and then he almost won every single game after that. And in my opinion, he should have won 8 of his 9 games after he got Volcanion. And 2 of them he ended up losing primarily because he missed Steam Eruption, which is really silly because it's a 95% accurate move. So Daniel is a way, way better competitor than he was last season, and he still almost beat me with a Mono Dragon team that was 2-10 last season. So I do not have the faith that everyone seems to be having in me for this matchup. On the slide deck there, you see I have Sylveon. I actually don't have Sylveon anymore. I have Nihilego, which might change things up a little bit differently. I don't actually think I brought Sylveon to the first matchup.
Yeah,
And Sylveon, if I had it, looked horrible against this team in the first place.
yes, yeah, it doesn't look the best against his team. It's a bit too passive to do much.
Yeah, kind of just loses to Metagross and Scolipede as well. But I don't have Sylveon, so I can theory bomb about Sylveon coming to this game
Yeah,
if I wanted to.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
the teams on the slides I think haven't been updated correctly, so that's my bad. But what can you do?
I'm not gonna go too in depth with my analysis of this because Daniel might watch this before our match, and I
Yeah,
don't really want to have him
we don't want that.
knowing my secret strategies.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Volcanion's a threat. Like, I mean, Zygarde's a threat. Mega Swampert can be a threat. Ditto is always annoying to prep for, so that's something you got to worry about. But yeah, Volcanion like really brought his team together, and it's like helped him immensely. Um,
It really has. It's his kind of mon. He's very comfortable using it.
yeah, yes, exactly. All right, so we'll go into what people are picking for each round of the playoffs now, and we've got the results of the quarterfinals. So in the Wiltshire Wartortoise versus the Atlanta Raptors matchup, Magic is picking Austin and the Atlanta Raptors to win that, and everyone else is picking the Wiltshire Wartortoise.
It actually says everyone else.
Well, I mean, there's not
Yeah,
enough space to
so
list
funny.
everyone off individually in that
Yeah, I
situation,
know.
so
It just sounded really fun. Just to see everyone else sitting there. That was
Oh,
funny.
there's like
That was good.
13 brackets, so
yeah,
12,
exactly.
12 other people. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same in the Krabby Kadabbies for the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I totally missed that.
Magic picks the Cleveland Cavaliers, and everybody else picks the Krabby Kadabbies. So
Oh my god, Magic could be pulling out the points here.
he really
If he
could.
gets these 2 right, that's insane points for Magic.
Yeah, it
And a huge
is.
loss for everybody else.
Yep,
Oh my god. Well, upset king. Maybe he'll pull the upsets.
maybe he will. Um, and then we've got the Green Bay Glissopods and Tampa Bay Weasels. This is the most balanced choices with Austin, me, Ben, Howler, and Dom going for the Green Bay Glissopods, and then Nacho, Daniel, Cade, Jay, Magic, Phil, and Matt going for the Tampa Bay Weasels.
Betting against himself in the playoffs.
I know, it's...
Wait, both of them bet against themselves.
Well, I mean, I guess, like, either you win playoffs, like, you get further in the playoffs and you're happy, or you get more pick'ems points and you're happy. So,
Yeah, I guess.
hedging your bets there.
Yeah, there you go.
And speaking of
This is,
hedging your bets, everyone's backing Ian in the last matchup. So literally everyone is picking Ian to
Jesus.
continue along.
All the
So
pressure on me.
if he doesn't, then that's a lot of
Can
points
you
being
imagine
missed
all
out
the
by
angry
everyone.
messages if he loses?
Yeah.
at the very least, at least everyone is losing points, and it's not just like one person gaining points out of that. So if I do lose, even though the pressure's all on me, everyone's losing out on those points. So it's not like I'm helping a certain person
Yeah,
or
exactly.
yeah,
But
feel that guilty.
in that case, like it's going to be interesting to see who gets the points from the finals match because it's going to be a huge chunk of points that are getting missed out on that side of the bracket.
Yeah, that's gonna be yeah. Well, actually, no one would be able if I get knocked out, right? No one would be able to get full points, would they?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, a couple people would actually. I think. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of the slide deck here.
Yeah, okay, there might be some choices that could be, but yeah. So we'll move on to the results of what people are picking for the semi-finals and well, I guess I should say, the finals matchup after that. So, um, Magic is still backing Austin to get into the finals match in the matchup that would be Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Atlanta Raptors in Magic's
That man is
case.
insane.
Yeah, he's insane. Um, but I mean, it's definitely possible. But
You did, to be fair, you did beat all three of the teams on your side of the bracket in the regular season.
I mean, yes, that is true. But if
They
you
were all
Magic
1-0
is in my
victories.
front office, he knows how hard that for all these matches.
They were all 1-0 victories. I'm pretty confident about that as well. So it's not like it was that. It was close. They were all close for
well,
sure.
you just got to take Magic's faith and get him all the Pick'em's points so he can have one of those anime style turnarounds.
Yep.
I'll try, bro. I'll try.
um, Ben and Cade are both picking the Krabby Kadabbies to make it into the finals. Everyone else is picking Wiltshire War Turtles, so um, yeah, I think Wiltshire War Turtles have the match up there potentially, but like it's going to be a good match if it is the Wiltshire War Turtles versus the Krabby Kadabbies. But I mean, it's going to be a good match no matter what. All these teams got into playoffs for a reason, so
Yep. It'll be close.
I agree. I think it's gonna be a good game. Good games.
So
yes.
then we have one more.
Yeah, we've got the bottom bracket down here. We got the Green Bay Gallipods being picked by Howler and Dom, and Ladner Lantern getting picked by everyone else. So no one picked the Tampa Bay Weasels to make it into the finals match. But yeah, so Green Bay Gallipods versus the Ladner Lantern would be the choices here.
Yeah, that if I lose, guys, if I lose in the first round, Howler and Dom are the only people looking like they might get full points in the finals.
Yes,
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
it's very dangerous. And we'll just quickly cover the potential people have picked for the grand final winner. And so we have Austin, Phil, and Dom picking Wiltshire War Turtles as the overall winner of the playoffs this season. Howler picking the Green Bay Gallipods, and everyone else picking Ian.
I have faith in you, Ian, but I think Phil.
And thank God, right? When you sent me that bracket, before Austin sent me his bracket, everybody else had picked me. God, the pressure is on, guys. The pressure is on. And then after Austin sent me his, everyone else stopped picking me. So I was very grateful.
Yeah, but still, that's 8 people that picked you, only 4 that didn't. So
That's yeah, and then if we're including Shade's picks, shout outs to Shade who's doing this out of the kindness of his own heart and is not getting points counted whatsoever, but he did put in a bracket, and I think Shade has me in the finals.
yeah, probably I
But he,
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, he does actually. He has he is the yep, he's basically followed along with what everyone has.
Yeah, okay. All
He
right.
has Phil versus Cade, Ben versus me, Phil versus me, with me winning. So
Okay.
pretty standard.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, all right. So that's our pick'ems for the playoffs. And I mean, that's all that I've really got to talk about in this video. So thank you for joining me, Austin and Ian. And thank you for your insights into your battles and into just, yeah, thank you for being here. And I will see you guys for the results video when I eventually get around to making that, when all these games have been played. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.